Hello, everyone, and welcome to This Day. Today is Hump Day. It's Wednesday, May 8th, and I'm your host, Bobby Higgins. But don't worry, we'll get you over the hump. We have a great show coming your way. Joining us first off is Jerry Slusowitz with Pacific Financial Planners. Jerry always has such sound financial advice, and today he is here to talk about the business side of aging. Also joining us, we have Gary Russell with LiveSmart Technologies. He's here to educate us about all the possibilities of how having a smart home can not only keep everything connected, but it can help you stay healthy, safe, and independent. And now let's take a look at today's Stay Informed. The Soka University Creative Arts Program presents the SUA Music Recitals. The 41st SUA Student Spring Music Performance is taking place on Friday, May 10th at 7 p.m. and the 11th Annual SUA Music Faculty Recital is happening on Saturday, May 11th at 3 p.m. Both events are free and will be held at Soka Performing Arts Center, so definitely check that out. And now let's take a look outside at the weather today. The fog and clouds are starting to clear off, and then it's going to be a pleasant sunny day with a high of 73 and a low of 53. Tomorrow on Thursday, we'll have morning clouds, and then it'll become sunny with a high of 73 and a low of 55. On Friday, after the morning clouds, it'll be a sunny day. On Saturday, it'll be mostly sunny and clear with a high of 73. And on Sunday, after the fog, it'll be mostly sunny as well. And now let's take a look at today's sunrise and sunset. I have a few more photos from my trip to Orlando, Florida. I was there for my kids competing in the Cheerleading Worlds competition. That's my son on the left-hand side during the competition, flipping and just having a great time. And the video on the right is the practice day at Disney's All-Star Resort. Just absolutely love watching my kids do what they love to do. And so if you would ever like to have your photos or even a video featured here on This Day, we would love to have them. Please email them to us at lagunawoodsvillagetv@gmail.com. Stay with us. We have Pacific Financial Planners coming up right after the break. But first, here's a look at today's meetings.
We believe every senior should be able to remain healthy, happy, and at home. At Caring Senior Service, we understand the value of compassion and companionship. Our caregivers promote health, happiness, and independence. We cook nutritional meals, engage in meaningful activities, run errands, do light house cleaning, and more. Call us toll-free at 833-926-3700 or visit our website, CaringSeniorServiceLW.com. Healthy, happy home. Caring Senior Service.
The California Attorney General, Ron Bonta, issued a consumer alert on hearing aids sold over the counter or online. Quote, while hearing aids sold online or over the counter may appear to be more cost-effective than traditional hearing aids, they may not properly address your particular hearing loss needs, or they may be outright scams. He goes on to say, get checked by a licensed hearing professional and beware of misleading claims. Call Advanced Ear Care today for answers on over-the-counter hearing aids and options. Tell them Stewart sent you.
Do you suffer from low back pain? Hoag Orthopedic Institute is the #1 provider of orthopedic and spine care in Orange County. Our Back to You program is a unique, non-operative, evidence-based approach to treating low back pain. Our spine strengthening program combines physical therapy with education on pain and nutrition. Let Hoag Orthopedic Institute's Back to You program get you back to doing what you love. For more information, visit hoiexperts.com/spine or call 855-999-4641 to find a doctor.
Seniors fear running out of money more than death itself, and the #1 mistake you can make is underestimating volatility, which can derail your retirement. For 35 years now, I've coached seniors to financial independence by using 2 simple rules. Never take big losses and create income along the way. It's your financial future. Call now to get a free risk analysis to ensure your investments are protected, and we'll send you our Safer Money System, 949-219-0692.
Welcome back to This Day. Joining me now from Pacific Financial Planners is Jerry Slusowitz. Jerry, so nice to see you as always.
Great to see you too.
Yeah, and so you always have such great financial advice. You've been doing this for over 30 years. Tell me, do you ever get tired of repeating or teaching this, the philosophy that you have?
That's a great question. I never thought too much about it. No, I love what I do, Bobby.
Yeah.
I mean, I just do. I help people. That's what I try to do. Did one of those studies out of college, had an engineering degree, but I didn't want to follow that. And it said you should be like a social worker. And I was like, well, geez, I don't really want to do that. But I was trading since I was 18 years old and investing.
Okay.
And had a 401k and things like that. And I realized in my young 20s that I had more financial knowledge than all my friends, like put together.
Wow.
And so, some of that goes back to my parents, which is part of what we're talking about here. And I said, well, how do you do this? And I said, I'll be a social worker in the financial field.
And there you go.
There you
Perfect
go. So I
match
love
was
helping
made.
people. I love helping people.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, so today's topic is the business of aging. What do you mean by this?
Yeah, it's a tough one because when you look at how life goes, you have different things. You have your health, right? You have your legal side of it, wills, trusts, and that sort of stuff. But the financial side is how you pay for everything, kind of like a business. So the business side of aging, the financial side of aging, there's certain things that you have to do. And I started this way back in right around 2000 with the Orange County Council on Aging. They did a workshop for 4 weeks at different senior centers all around the county for about 5 years. And they basically said it was aging parents seminar. And they had the legal side, the health side, and I was the financial or the business side of aging.
Okay.
So this is material that I've been educating people about because it's really important for that long.
Yeah, okay, definitely makes sense. So this leads into the question, your next slide, what keeps you up at night? How can residents feel more secure so, they're not worrying about their financials in the middle of the night?
Well, that's, the key, and it's a lot of things that keep you up. How are you going to pay for everything? Obviously, and running out of money are your major concerns. It's something like 65% of retirees worry about money.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of people. And some people should, and some people shouldn't either. But you kind of want to know. And that's really the thing, is people want to have answers or at least where to turn to. Like I said, I've got a lot of materials. I've got this slide right here, this handout that we're going to use at the Financial Forum. But basically, we have a lot of them. This one's what keeps you up at night. Will my money last? Obviously, that's important. What about after a divorce? What about when a loved one dies? How can I learn more about Medicare? What about evaluating long-term care facilities? And we have a nursing home checklist that if you go visit 2 or 3, it tells you the questions to ask. You put them down,
so
you wrote down the name and address of that location, and then later when your family's discussing it, you've got a base to work from. So the unknown is what keeps people up at night, and educating yourself, because there are resources available, and again, I'm one of the resources available, that can help you at least ease your mind that you can sleep the night.
Yeah, I just heard this new saying, what you resist, persist. So if you're resisting going and getting the tools that you need to figure out, where am I, and then to bring yourself some safety and some comfort,
And Bobby, the biggest reason people resist is the fear.
Yeah.
The fear of the unknown, so they don't act.
Right. I don't know what to do, so I don't do anything.
And again, Bobby, it is true. I mean, there's good news out there. A lot of people come see us, and we'll sit down and we'll go through the portfolio, and I stand up and I say, congratulations, you won the game of life. You've got enough money, you've got enough, and they feel relieved. So sometimes your fear is unfounded too.
Right. Is this a challenge if you're just starting to consider this? If you're older, if you're in your 60s, in your 70s, is it more challenging then to?
Well, the statistics are really interesting, and a lot of news like the Motley Fool and other places are writing about the benefits of using a financial advisor. I think people, they just have a collection of investments that they've gathered through the years when they were working or when they sold a piece of property or inherited a little bit of money or what have you, and they never really put together a plan. And again, kind of like this what keeps you up at night slide is there's more to it than just money and income. Income's super important, but there's more to it, and you need to have someone that has the resources, to educate you on all those subjects.
Okay. makes sense. Tell us about titling and record keeping. How should someone go about this?
Well, this is the key. Bobby, I don't know if you know this, but my mom just passed recently.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
But they, she had, and my dad, when they were younger, had these books, and they had apartments, and they kept records. And I'm like 6, 7, 8 years old, watching my parents have records of everything they were doing, all their expenses and all this stuff. And I kind of grew up thinking that's what everybody did. And what I find is, you asked about seniors just starting out now, is it harder? You know, if they haven't done this before, talking to financial advisors is a good idea, but at least write it down where your assets are, how much income it's putting out, how long is it going to pay that income, how long is that money going to last, et cetera. So having some documentation, if it's in your head, well, I know it all. I hear that a lot. I know it all. But you know what else I know? I know a lot of people in the village, they lose their memory, they lose their ability to function at 100%. And when that starts to degrade, if it's in your head, it's not a plan, it's a hope.
Yeah.
And so then the way things are titled, super, super important. You might think, hey, when I set this account up, I made sure it was in the trust, or I made sure that my daughters were my beneficiaries. But these firms merge, they join together, they transfer around, and things change, not through any fault of your own. But it is your own fault if you don't check, especially who your beneficiaries are on your various investments. You've got an IRA, an IRA, or an annuity, or a mutual fund, money in the bank. Got to have that record keeping and titling is super important.
Okay, yeah, makes sense. I mean, and I had a similar situation with my dad. I mean, his grandmother lived to be 103. His parents were well into their 90s, and unfortunately, my dad started having Alzheimer's, and one of the first things that happened was all of a sudden he couldn't remember the password to get into the computer.
Yeah.
So, and then my mom was struggling trying to figure it out.
Correct, because most households, it's one or the other who does it, the man or the wife or whatever, but it's got to be written down. Your beneficiaries need to know. They don't need to know how much money, but they just need to know who's going to be your executor. That person needs to know. Who's going to be your caregiver for medical? That person needs to know. And sometimes I've had clients tell me, they're in their late 80s, and they go, oh my gosh, yeah, everyone I named is dead.
Oh,
so
wow.
they got to find somebody younger that's willing to take that role of being the decision maker for medical and financial, which are two different roles, by the way.
Okay. So tell us about the next financial forum coming up. There's a little bit of a change. You have something special happening?
Well, it's today. So yeah, this afternoon, 3 to 5, Clubhouse 3, the Performing Arts Center, Dining Room 1. Yeah, my son's graduating college on Friday, so got to fly to Arizona to go for his graduation, so we had to move it a day.
Oh, that's awesome. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
That is going to be a really special.
Yeah. A lot going on.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for being here. And I have to say, I like the blue shirt.
Thank
I love
you, Bobby.
To find out more about the business side of aging, make sure to come attend the Financial Forum. That's today, Wednesday, May 8th at 3 p.m. here in the Performing Arts Center, Clubhouse 3, Dining Room 1. You are always welcome to bring a friend. And if you'd like to find out more about Jerry and Pacific Financial Planners, you can give them a call at 949-219-0692. Stay with us because we have Live Smart Technologies coming up right after this.
Hi, welcome to Pacific Financial Planners. We focus on income replacement for your retirement. We have over 3 decades of professional money management experience. We personalize a plan that's right for you and your family. You only get one shot at retirement. Don't you think you better get it right? So give us a call for your free consultation. We can do this over the phone, via Zoom, or in person.
Freedom Village Skilled Nursing offers rehabilitation after surgery with our team of on-site therapy professionals. We are proud that our quality care measures are recognized by Medicare. We support you with your recovery with a caring staff and registered nurses around the clock. Freedom Village Skilled Nursing is conveniently located near 3 hospitals, open to the public, and offers private Serenity suites. Call today to experience first-class care for your loved one.
Hi, remember us?
We're back,
Christine and Jack from the Jewelry Box.
which is now the Jewelry Box Estate Buyers.
Relocated in a new spot in our old shopping center.
But we're still Orange County's preeminent buyer of gold, jewelry, watches, and flatware.
And we're still a full jewelry repair center. And with our 3 graduate gemologists, we're still here to appraise your special pieces.
And like always, at the Jewelry Box Estate Buyers,
It's about trust.
Hi, my name is Gary Russell, and I recently have moved to Laguna Woods Village. At Live Smart Technologies, we specialize in 3 things: home automation, simple security systems, and home computer networks. We are knowledgeable, very affordable, and genuinely want to help you. In the coming weeks, we will be talking more about how these amazing systems can benefit just about everyone. We provide free estimates and will schedule an on-site walkthrough at your convenience. Give us a call.
Welcome back to This Day. Joining me now is Gary Russell with Live Smart Technologies. Gary, so nice to see you once again.
Good morning, great to be here.
Yeah, and so give us kind of a background, a refresher. What is, Live Smart all about?
Right, so at its heart, it's home automation, also called the smart home, and security cameras, and then home networking and IT. So those 3 things, they're all kind of cousins of one another, but you've got security mixed with home automation, and then the networking part, which you need for not only that, but just for good television and good internet and that kind of thing.
Okay, makes sense. And so connecting with your home, what are all the possibilities?
Right, so yes, I like the way you said it, the connected home and remote management. So just some of the possibilities are that you can control your locks and your lights and your thermostat temperature from anywhere you're connected to the internet. So that can be within your home, which actually has some great advantages because you can control a light switch that is nowhere near you. It can be an outside garage light or a patio light, and you don't have to walk over and turn it on. So you can just hit a button or go to your app. Locks are great because sometimes we forget to lock our door, and we can remember later, or somebody comes and we didn't leave a key. You don't need a key, just unlock it and let them in. And then the thermostat's great for just, in the dead of when it's cold or when it's hot, you can adjust the thermostat and the temperature remotely before you get home. And you save money and you save energy.
Yeah, absolutely. That's all such great benefits. So tell me about health. There's a health aspect as well?
There's a health component to this as well. So there are gas sensors that can pick up not only carbon dioxide and smoke, but also natural gas and propane gas. So if you left the stove on, it can alert you, sound a chime in the house, flash the lights, and if you're not home, send a text out to you that says, hey, did you know that you've got these gas compounds going on? And this is actually one of the leading reasons that people don't live at home anymore, because they are concerned about that. And also water leaks, right? We're all concerned about a water leak that might start out as a little drip, and later on it ends up in a $25,000 or $30,000 damage.
Right.
With this, you can detect it early and stop it before it spreads.
So the water leaks, this one was fascinating to me. Well, the other one's too about the gas, because now, does this mean I don't have to have one of those carbon monoxide detectors? And those are, I'm trying to remember, are they supposed to be down low or up high?
Well, okay, so smoke detectors are required by law.
And smoke detectors are like on the ceiling, but the carbon monoxide,
it's good to place them in different areas, and a lot of these are battery powered. If you have wired ones in already, that's what the law requires.
Okay.
These are in addition, and they can go in different rooms, and they're battery powered as well. And so they can just be deployed anywhere and tell you where it is in the house.
Nice.
Easy.
I like it. And then the detecting the water leak. So is this like a thing that goes like underneath your sinks?
Exactly.
Okay.
They're very small, right? Like half the size of a deck of cards, right? Just really small, and they go just off the floor.
Wow.
And they have contacts on them that will alert you to water. So I use them at the toilets, at the shower. The water heater's another good place. The dishwasher, wherever some of the most common leaks can happen. they're not expensive, and they integrate into the system to, again, alert you before there's a big problem.
That's what I absolutely love about it, because you can put these detectors down there, but then if you forget to ever check them, then, you know, right, how do you know? So I love the
Right.
idea that it's connected and then it alerts you.
It alerts you, so
Yeah.
you let the intelligence be in the system so you don't have to remember to do things.
That's awesome. So what do you say to those people who might consider some of this technology like an intrusion on their privacy or their independence?
Yeah, we do hear this from time to time, and the way I like to think of it is you are really taking control and preserving your independence. So don't think of it as an intrusion, think of it as an aid to live more independently, and I'd like to say be smart about it, no pun intended, but you're doing things that give you more control, and you're going to have greater peace of mind as well as save time and money, which is important to all of us, be more eco-friendly, and you're not, it's not an intrusion if you don't let it be. It really isn't. It's really putting you more in control and doing things that help you stay in that home longer, which most of us want to do.
Exactly, yeah, yeah. And so do you have a philosophy, start small and add on later? So for those of us who are maybe just new to it or not really sure about it all, you know, is this what you tell those people?
Absolutely. I love to get folks started small. I mean, you know, I love the big projects also, but it is really easy to get started with this. It's not that expensive, and we have starter packages that like really let you step into it easy, affordably. And also it then lets you get familiar with the system as well. And so you can sort of play around with it a little bit and get comfortable and then go, hey, I've decided I want a few more light switches. I want a few more sensors, gas sensors. I want something in another room. Oh, by the way, when that door is open, could you sound a chime so that I know that the slider was open, so that my grandchild who just walked out, I know that the slider was open. Give me an alert. There's almost nothing that isn't possible, right? Because most of it's done in software once you have the hardware in place. So we really encourage folks, go ahead, just get a starter system. We'll help you with that.
Yeah.
And then you can add on later and we can talk about what's possible.
Is there a recommendation, you know, like with your AC system or heater system, like, oh, you should have someone come out once a year to kind of just make sure everything's running well or that kind of thing? Well, you know, once you get set up, is there recommendations for that kind of a thing?
For our piece of it, we do offer a bit of a maintenance, but you don't need much. Mostly it's battery-powered devices. Are the batteries, you know, fully charged, and we'll come out and replace them for you as part of that service. For your HVAC system in general, I always recommend people follow their guidelines on HVAC and have their ducts clean. But this stuff is not zero maintenance, but it's very, very low.
Very low.
And it typically just keeps on working.
That's awesome. And so, oh, I know what I wanted to ask. The batteries, you were saying some of the devices have batteries. So I know like my fire alarm batteries, why do they always go off at like 2 a.m. in the morning? Why can't it be at noon?
They're programmed that way, right? Just to bother you. Yeah, batteries tend to lose their life at 50%. They decline rapidly, right? So as long as they stay above that 40–50%, you're not even going to know. But most of these devices have a way of alerting you, and we will alert you through the software as well.
Awesome. And any last thoughts? Anything else we should know about?
I just want to point out that these systems are beneficial for you, and they're also for your kids. They worry about you. They want to know how you're doing. They tend to call you a lot. And if you implement some of this, they can know if the temperature's safe in the house. They can know that all the locks are locked, the garage door has been closed, and they're probably going to, you know, not call as much if they have that kind of insight. So that's up to you if you want them to have that kind of information and knowledge. But with one system, you can basically get something for them and for you. And again, we call it living smart and preserving your independence.
I love it. It's so great. Thank you so much for being here today.
Nice to be here. Thanks.
If you would like to find out more about LiveSmart Technologies, you can email Gary at gary@livesmarttech.com, or you can text or call him at 714-505-1008. Stay with us. We have this week's movie previews, announcements, and weather coming up right after this.
If you're driven by an adventurous heart, you're in luck. The 2024 Subaru Outback shares your spirit. With standard symmetrical all-wheel drive and up to 32 miles per gallon. Plus, 97% of Outback vehicles sold in the last 10 years are still on the road today. The 2024 Subaru Outback. Go where love takes you.
Irvine Subaru. Buy online, just come in to sign. Get 2 years complimentary maintenance included on all new Subarus.
Pacific Cremation Services offers you the ultimate freedom to become one with the salty breezes and brilliant sunset reflections. A scattering at sea is a unique, beautiful way to honor the life of anyone who chooses to be cremated. We help you plan the details and understand what to expect. Choose from our 3 simple plans and let us help you start the process of healing and life celebration. Contact us at pacificcremationservices.com to create a personalized service at sea today.
Caring for your health shouldn't be dictated by what you can afford. At MVS, we are a family-owned business that has provided quality healthcare products for seniors in their homes for over 30 years. We negotiate on your behalf with top manufacturers to deliver low prices. We provide vital resources while staying committed to making the experience of getting medical supplies you need as easy as possible by ensuring easy online shopping and free shipping. When life is difficult, we make things simple.
Welcome back to This Day. It's time to take a look at the movie previews for this weekend. Friday's movie is Don Juan DeMarco, starring Johnny Depp, and is being brought to you by Hoag Medical Center. Don Juan DeMarco is a romantic comedy drama about John Arnold DeMarco, a man who believes himself to be Don Juan, the greatest lover in the world. Clad in a cape and domino mask, DeMarco undergoes psychiatric treatment with Dr. Jack Mickler to cure him of his apparent delusion. But the sessions have an unexpected effect on the staff, some of whom find themselves inspired by DeMarco's delusion. The most profoundly affected is Dr. Mickler himself, who rekindles the romance in his complacent marriage. And Saturday's movie is Hollywoodland, starring Adrian Brody, and is being brought to you by Saddleback Memorial Care. And now let's take a look at the weather. Looking outside, the fog and clouds are clearing out, and it's going to be a pleasant sunny day today with a high of 73 and a low of 53. Tomorrow on Thursday, we'll have morning clouds, and then it'll become sunny. On Friday, after the morning clouds, it'll be sunny as well. Saturday, mostly sunny and clear with a high of 73. And on Sunday, after the morning fog, it'll be mostly sunny as well. Taking a look ahead tomorrow on this day, we have the Fit Brain Club and the California Club. So great show coming your way. Before you go, here's an inspirational quote to leave you with. Love your family, work super hard, and live your passion. I know a lot of viewers out there are retired and they're, probably not technically working, but I see how hard you're still working on all your passions here in the village. Well, definitely, it's an inspiration to me. Thank you so much for watching. For This Day, I'm Bobby Higgins. Have a great day.